A little of this and a little of that. Well, when you watch the video, you'll know what I mean. Thanks for watching.
Well, back in the hangar again. Still no bearings for the engine, but I'm working on something else here. I'm going to make this a short update as well, just to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Remember when I made those slots in the front nose so that I didn't have to disassemble all of that in order to get that on? Well, I've made the slot on the sides and down here. And what we've got here now is I've put that slug back in place, taped it up with the packing tape where I don't want the fiberglass to stick, and I'm glassing it over. There's 4 layers of glass, no, 5 layers of glass on here, and 2 layers on top of nut plates that have the really short rivets through them just so they don't spin. And I'm going to let this cure, peel it off, trim it, and then, yeah, basically, so what will happen is I can put this piece back in after I get the nose cone on, and I'll be able to drop it in place and from underneath screw it in. I've got the screws in here right now just so I didn't get epoxy resin into the screws. Oh God, I hope I had that all in frame while I was explaining it. I think I did. A little farther down. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, so this plug, so when this comes back on, I can put this plug on, put the 2 screws from the bottom, and then I won't get splashed when I land in the water. That's what I did so far today. A few more things that are going to get done. I am debating on whether I keep the oil injection on this engine or not. I'm going to contact the Rotax guy and see what they say as far as the reliability of the oil injection system is on these engines. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens. Anyways, lots more work to be done here in the hangar. Just thought I'd give you a bit of an update video, and before I carry on, I got to remember to say, click the like button and leave a comment way down there. And if you like what you see, subscribe. That way you get notified when I post another video. So I normally post these videos Sunday mornings. At least that's what I try to do. Sometimes I miss the Sunday morning posts, but that's usually when I drop these videos. So if you have any questions at all as to what you've seen before or what you see now or in the future, leave it in the comments, and I will do my best to answer any questions that I can. So, thanks for following along. Got to tell you that early, and I'm going to be carrying on here. Unfortunately, no engine work, but some fiberglass work and a few other things as well that I'm going to be doing. And so this video today that you're going to be watching is going to be kind of like little short updates as I go along. Today here at the hangar, and yeah, so that's about it. Again, thanks for watching, and I will be right back after I get some more work done, which might be 2 hours from now real time, but for you guys it'll only be a few seconds. So let's get back to work. Like, again, I'm stealing that from Mike Paid, in case anybody's wondering, you know, shamelessly stealing it. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's copyrighted. Oh, that would be terrible. Okay. In which case, I better come up with something of my own. How about what I used in the military, which was pitter patter, let's get at her. So, let's get at her. And just like that, I changed my shirt. No, actually, this is another day. I had to come back, and I can't remember where I left off, because I'm back almost a week later from this first intro part. What did I say? Don't know. It doesn't matter. The reason I'm back here is I need to finish up some work on the nose cone for the aircraft. And as I'm spinning you guys around, making you dizzy. Ooh, are you getting dizzy? Ooh. If you are, make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment that you got dizzy. Eh? Okay, what am I doing? Let me spin the camera around. Okay. Remember the slot that I cut? Oh God. You know, it's better to aim the, you know, that cameraman, I really got to fire him. Okay, so that slot that I cut in the fiberglass so I can remove and reinstall this nose cone, okay, without having to disassemble the floats. I fiberglassed back over top of it and made it go across. Anyway, so this slot is still removable, but now I've got a piece of fiberglass and I've got nut plates in here. I'm going to have to drill from the bottom, and what that's going to do is allow me to remove this plug where the front landing gear goes through. Yes, that's a very ugly hole. I'm going to try to clean that up. So that's what I'm going to do is peel this off. I've got packing tape on here. But no packing tape on the part that I cut out. Let's see if I can start. No, I'll put the camera on the tripod when I do that. So yeah, that's what this is. This is just, you know, there's nut plates in here, and you notice there's rivets sticking through. Well, yeah, I put rivets in the holes, and then I put fiberglass on top of those and poked it through, and so that they don't spin, locks them in place. Hopefully that was the right thing to do. Don't know. Ain't never done that before. I ain't no Mike Patey who can work with carbon fiber and do wonders with that sort of stuff and spend days and days sanding and smoothing and making it look all pretty. Yeah, I would really suck at it if I tried to do what he did. But I'm doing the best I can, and so yeah, let's go from there. As of right now, I just need to get that cleaned up, and then what I'm going to do is start fitting it on the nose of the aircraft. There's a few other things, like there's right here and here there were holes where it was screwed onto here, and it was screwed onto there using sheet metal screws. Let me just take a look back here. Yeah, that came through this. Yeah, I don't care for that. I'm going to fit it and see about maybe getting a nut plates on the back side there, so it has something more secure to screw into instead of a very, very thin piece of aluminum. So, hopefully I'm not repeating myself from last time when I, had to stop. Essentially I stopped recording because, well, the fiberglass had to set, and I had to leave for whatever reason, and so yeah, let's go. Oh, I probably did repeat myself. I told you to like and subscribe twice now. Oh, and leave a comment twice. That's right. I know I would have done it at the very beginning from last week, and then, which was only like a 8-minute video segment, which I'm going to edit down, and then I probably just said it like now, and so that's kind of redundant. So my apologies for being redundant. That being said, I'm going to put this thing on a tripod and get to work with that fiberglass work, and hopefully not mess it up too badly. So, thanks for following along. Let's get at her. Oh, and in case you're wondering why there's plastic here on top of my engine, that's because we discovered the roof leaks here. Ooh. And there's a wet spot on the floor, and I just didn't want my open engine to get wet and rust. So that's what that's for. Okay, let's get at her. Now I put the stainless steel screws in the back sides of the nut plates so that it didn't get filled up with fiberglass. But it's like the head of the screw got a little bit of epoxy in there, and I got it worked out. Okay, done with the drilling, and I did some cutting. Let's take a look here. Now, this is what the plug looks like. It's basically, that's the bottom side, and there's nut plates in there. And I've got, see if you can see that, 4 holes. And when I slide this, let's get this thing oriented right. When I slide this nose cone on, install it, then I just need to take this, place it in here, and then screw it in from the bottom to hold it in place, and that'll prevent water from splashing up. Well, not all the water, but most of the water. Let's see what it looks like from the bottom. Can I do that? Yeah, kinda. Here, better with the camera view. That's what it looks like from the bottom. There. And if I remove it, of course, and that should work. I've been considering some sort of a rubber boot of some sort to completely seal that off. I will debate that. Do I want to, put a rubber boot of some sort on there? Kind of a splash guard kind of thing? Maybe. I know the big slot, yeah, there'd be a lot of water splashing up. This will prevent the majority of it. So, well, I'll think about it. I'll probably have to land this thing on the water a couple times and get my underwear wet before I say, I better close that thing off, or it won't be an issue at all. We'll see. Let's get this aircraft in flying condition first and do some flying before I continue on with some of these other minor modifications, which can always be done in the late fall after the flying season on the lakes ends. So I think I'm going to call that a win. Let's take one more look at that. That's basically it. Well, that's now that piece that I cut out is just that. Pretty simple. Goes back in place. 4 stainless steel screws from the bottom going up will hold it in place, and it's got the nut plates inside the fiberglass, and yeah, I think it'll work. So a little bit of trimming, a little bit of sanding to do, I think, but other than that, I'd call that a win. Okay. No, I'm not going to use the Mike Patey thing this time. I'm going to use mine. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Let's get at her. Okay, I'm back. Just for a quick note here, what was accomplished? Not a whole lot. It's one of those days. I don't know how I'm going to edit this together. I got to buy some bolts, because let's turn this camera around. Okay, where this sits up here, okay, there's Velcro. I'm going to be putting this piece of angle aluminum here. Oop, let's see, where can you see that? Oh, there, that's better. Rotten cameraman. So it's going to go just underneath that door, and I'm going to put a strip of Velcro along here so that it holds that wooden back. But I don't have long enough bolts to go through here. So, yeah, so I got a piece of aluminum. But then I did some toolbox cleanup stuff, really boring. I had to because, yeah, it was getting really, really messy. And that is going to be worked on next. That's underneath that plastic is the engine. And I do have the bearing. It's in a box there now. But I have to fashion that crankshaft holder, which is basically just 2 pieces of 2x4, drill a hole in the right diameter so it'll hold the crankshaft in a vise, and 2x4 so that it's wood holding on the metal so you don't mar it. And then it's time to remove the bad bearing and put on the brand new bearing. And boy, that's expensive, that bearing. It's over $100. But it's needed. So that should be, I'm gonna hope for next week for an update. That I work on that and then work on the decarboning and all that kind of stuff. So just a quick update or a quick thing here in the hangar. Work continues, slow progress, sometimes a lot of progress, sometimes very little. Getting that plug on the nose cone done is, well, that's good because I need to do one last thing with my EFIS. My EFIS is, I need to expand the number of analog inputs so I can add some points to it. You know what? I'll tell you about it when I do it. And so I need to do an update on the EFIS, the software, and a little upgrade on the software. And then I can finish off a number of things and get the nose cone put on. And once that nose cone is put on, the wings go on. Well, yeah. Of course, I'm debating, do I put the engine on before I put the wings on? Maybe, because I think it's easier to work around this airplane when I don't have the wings on. Put the engine back in. It is easier, It's going to take two guys to hold it while the bolts are being put through to hang it properly. And yeah, I'll think about that. Anyways, it's coming along quickly. It's going to be very soon when the weather warms up a little bit. I'll be opening up those hangar doors behind me, rolling this airplane out, tying it securely to my truck, and doing an engine startup and run up and tests and that kind of stuff soon. So that'll be interesting. But that won't be until the weather gets above freezing and stays above freezing outside, that kind of stuff, because I don't want to open up the hangar doors and, yeah. It's too cold for that. So, alrighty. Well, thanks again for following along. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully this isn't going to be a choppy, messed up update. It might be because it's over 2 weekends. And yeah, hey, it's amateur hour. What can I say? It's keep the questions coming. A lot of you guys have got questions, and a lot of you guys have got suggestions, and I do appreciate every single one of them. I read all the comments, and so again, thanks for coming along, and remember, keep your stick on the ice, and we'll see you again in the hangar. Bye-bye now.
Well, thanks for watching, and we're going to find out who watches to the very bitter end in a few seconds. Bye-bye.
Hey, just in case some of you are wondering, I don't know why you would be wondering, but it's April 24th, 2022. When I'm recording this, I'm heading home from the hangar. This will be after the outro. I don't know if whoever gets to watch this, just comment, just say, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, we've got high winds gusting to about 45 miles an hour, and the temperature is just below freezing, so which means that we got snow at the end of April 24th, here in Manitoba. I'm heading home right now. I live outside of the city of Winnipeg, and this is the highway condition. Completely covered in ice and snow and blowing snow and high winds, and it's special. Okay, well, there we go. A little bonus feature at the very end. Have yourself a wonderful day. Hopefully it's a warmer day than what we're having here right now. Bye-bye.